Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Let's talk with La Precious, and I am La Precious. So I'm gonna work on my lighting for you guys. Okay, it's kind of light. Okay, I think this is the kind of setting that I want to use. Yeah, I really like this background and everything that's on here because I'm trying to get my channel, set up together and everything. So here we go. So today I'm going to be eating the Domino's pizza chicken taco pizza. Now I had the cheeseburger one, and y'all, that cheeseburger one tastes just like a cheeseburger. Eating one slice is almost eating like a whole cheeseburger, and if you eat a second, it's just like eating another cheeseburger too. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this and try it. Ooh, ooh. You can taste like the tortilla. You could taste the chicken. You could taste the queso that they use on tacos. The onions and everything pretty much, but this is really good. I like it. Now, the only thing I don't like is these big juicy tomatoes that they put on top. I know tomatoes is common in tacos, but I don't like tomatoes like that unless it's chopped up real fine in spaghetti. So, while I'm eating, while I'm eating my pizza, I do want to talk about a couple of things with you all. So, the last video I did was about me going natural. And since I've gone natural, I've been able to manage it to my surprise. But I don't like the Cantu products. The reason why I don't like the Cantu products is because the Cantu products don't really do anything for me. Now the Cantu products, they do clean your hair and they do moisturize your hair and they smell really good, but it just doesn't do anything for me. And then when I leave it on my hair, as far as like the moisturizer all day, because I have like the 24-hour daily moisturizer in the bottle. I think I showed it to you all in the last video, and it just dries my hair out. It feels like, okay, you know how when you wash your hair and you may put on like a gloss or maybe a hair lotion on it, and right after you do that, it just dries up. And it's like you feel like when you blow dry your hair and whatnot, you feel as if you have like a lotion or something sitting on your hair that's making it that dry. And you have to spray it with oil and all this other stuff. And that's how it makes my hair feel. Now, my hair has been growing, believe it or not. And I feel like even when I cut off some of the top to even it out with the rest of my head that it went natural, it growed even more. So I probably just need to I won't do a big chop, but I think once I take this wig off that I'm going to go ahead and do like a trim and see if that'll help my hair grow. But yes, I've been loving my natural hair journey, but I don't love the Cantu products at all. I think what I'm going to be doing is just using an oil spray bottle like I had before and just spray my hair down and everything. Pretty much until I could do something else. Because now, as far as the bread and the crust of Domino's, it still has the crust and the bread and underneath for Domino's. So it's still good overall, but it does have that chicken taco taste to it. And it's not really strong. Like the chicken taco taste, it tastes like, taco chicken with the queso that they put on tacos, and you could taste the tortilla as well as like the onions and the tomatoes. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Now, But as far as the Cantu products, I don't like them. I don't like them that much because, like I said, it smells really good, but it just don't do nothing for my hair. So I'm gonna have to try another product. So what I'm eating right now are the wings. They call this the Parmesan mozzarella wings, and it's pretty much like a basic wing with Parmesan and garlic sauce on it. So I'm gonna try it and see how it tastes. To be honest, this really don't taste like anything amazing to me. I could tell by looking at it that it looked like grease. It just looked like grease mixed up with seasoning and whatnot, and that's it. Yeah, that's all this looks like pretty much. It's just grease. It's just grease and maybe like a sauce mix packet. Okay, y'all, I'm taking these tomatoes and stuff off. So, so as far as like natural hair care products and everything, Karen 2 is a no go for me because it is not gonna work at all. It's not. It's not gonna work at all. So I think that probably what I should do is I probably should. So probably what I should do is I probably should, try and see what'll work for my hair. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I do not want to spend a whole bunch of money on natural hair care products because Cantu by far is the cheapest to me. But Miss Jessie's and some of these others are like 15, 30, and like $12 a pop. And I just don't want that. Like at all. And so yeah. But other than Miss Jessie's, I've heard of As I Am and Cantu Miss Jessie's, and then they have I think Revlon at one time had came out with a natural hair care line. So I'm looking into that too. And then the next thing that I want to talk about with you guys is Keke Palmer and what she said about how if people who have EBT could just buy healthy food. My take on Keke Palmer is that her comment was very stupid and ignorant. And to me, Keke Palmer does act very immature for her age. Now, one thing I'll say is that she could sing and she has a sweet face and comes off as having like a real sweet personality. But I just feel like her attitude is just very narcissistic and it just she likes to throw rocks and hide her hand and then when people eat her up about it, she wants to cry about it. And my thing is with Keke Palmer, you should have just kept your mouth closed and ate your food. Because my thing is that you don't live on EBT. You don't need EBT. And someone in your tax bracket with your salary doesn't even need EBT or wouldn't even think about EBT. So why are you worried about people with EBT? When I worked at Walmart, people who came through the line with EBT or food stamps, they was buying name brand healthy food better than the people that had checks from regular jobs when they were coming by food. And that's the God honest truth. Because I don't understand why people who don't make as much money, who don't make as much money as other people, or people who make more money than other people, why are y'all so concerned about each other? Because I think that sometimes it comes off as curiosity that maybe you want to know why do people of certain races or ethnic groups or backgrounds do certain things. And I'm like this too. Or why is it that you think or you're curious to know why do people who live in certain areas or come from certain backgrounds and whatnot believe and just do certain things or whatnot. So there's nothing wrong with curiosity, but there's a difference between curiosity and obsession and bullying. And I feel like a lot of these celebrities they like to bully people that make less money than they do. But at the same time, y'all need these people that make less money than y'all to be famous. Because it's us that's buying your music. It's us that's watching your movies. It's us that's buying your clothes. And so on and so forth. So I just don't understand the need to constantly pick and probe and to constantly prick and preen and just probe at people that make less money than you or that make more money than you or even the people who just aren't even that concerned about you. Like I don't understand it. Like why people just have such an obsession with people that they shouldn't concern themselves with or not even concerned about them. And it goes back to even the whole Birkin bag conversation. Like Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to finish that up. So yeah, and it goes back to the whole Birkin bag conversation. Like, Sweetie, she said what she said based off of who she is as a person, how she was raised. But some people, they can't afford a Birkin bag, and they've even made constant or numerous reports about how the Birkin bags are not even that affordable or that accessible to everybody. And you even have to get put on a waiting list just to get a Birkin bag. So, my whole thing is like with rich people trying to tell people who have less money than what they have, live their life and communicate and talk and whatnot. It just doesn't really make all that much sense to me. Like, why are you so concerned about people that are not concerned about you? But why are you so concerned about putting down your fans? Like, these are your fans that you're putting down. And on top of that, I feel like it's a mind thing that a lot of people are talking about, because I was talking about this with my grandma and even with my friend about narcissists and how they work and how they're just able to emotionally control and emotionally manipulate people. And I feel like that's what a lot of these celebrities are doing. It's like they tell people that, I'm rich, I'm successful, I got a big butt, I got a big boobs, I got small waist, long hair, light skin, all of this and that, and they say it in their music, and we dance along with it and whatnot. But at the same time, we fail to realize they're saying that I'm this and I'm this, and that's why I'm bad. But I don't know if y'all ever thought that as y'all are listening to this music and singing and dancing to it, that you not as bad as they saying that they are in that song. And so when you see how you're not as bad as they are or look as good as they do as they're saying in that song, you're like, okay, so I must not be as good. Da, da, da. Then they get on Instagram Live and talk all this smack, and they even clown people that don't look like them, that don't have what they have and not doing what they're doing. And it's like it's reiterating in your mind that if you don't look like them, talk like them, or have this, that, and the third like them, then you're no better than them and you're just as beneath them. And I feel like when people constantly listen to this music and it gets conditioned in their mind and whatnot, they start believing it. And that's why you see so many people stunting on Instagram and Twitter and even Facebook now. Facebook's getting really bad, especially with stunting and scamming. And people just feel the need, oh, I gotta have the latest UGG slippers, or I gotta have the latest Rolls Royce, I gotta have the latest Versace robe, or I have to have the latest wig or lace front or body piercing and whatnot. And it's just a constant robe, it's just a constant rage and rove about being the next big thing or being the next hottest thing on the planet by you watching these celebrities and seeing how they move and stuff, but you failing to realize that you're not making as much money as they are, nor do you have the career that they have or the clout that they have to be accessible to all these things that they have. And that's why and that's why I feel like people need to separate reality versus entertainment, because these people are entertaining you. When they done rapping and singing in front of IG Live and the cameras and stuff, they going home. They're not talking like how they rapping these songs or in this music. They talking to their mom, dad, sister, cousin, or whatever, like how they talk. Now, I will say some people do talk and act the way that they sing and rapping their songs. So everybody ain't faking it. But the ones that are, when they cut all that off, they're a whole nother person when they're around their own people. And I feel like it's sad that you have so many like kids and adults and just so many different people that just can't understand that. And it's like, and that's why a lot of y'all struggle with low self esteem and being accepted. And, oh, I got to have the latest Gucci bag, Fendi bag, and stuff. And I'm not blaming it all on celebrities, because I live in the regular everyday world. And I worked with people who thought they were better than me because they had the cars and the houses and the degrees and the body and the race and the color and stuff like that. So we experience elitism in everyday life, just like we experiencing it when we're looking at, IG and Facebook, and even with YouTube. Some of us get jealous when we see YouTubers with 100,000 followers and only been on here for 3 months. Or people who got 90,000 followers and they've been on for maybe 1 month. And we compare and contrast, and then we get jealous and fight and rave. But I just feel like you got to pick your battle, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to be accepted, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be loved and admired by people. But at the same time, I feel like if you as a fan or as a woke person, because we got a lot of woke people nowadays where people want to be woke for clout, but not woke for truth and honesty or for reality. Okay, you have to pick your battle. And to those people that are woke, if y'all are so woke and whatnot, especially to my black people, if y'all are so woke and whatnot to everything that's going on with the system and the man and the revolution, why can't you see that you're still a slave to something by you following these trends and trying to be like these celebrities and these public figures and these influencers and stuff? You still a slave. Because if you're watching the next influencer, if you're watching the next YouTuber, if you're watching the next celebrity, rapper, basketball player, or Instagrammer, and you want to be like them so bad, and you running out getting cars and clothes and shoes and even girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff like them, you still a slave because you're treating them as your master to tell you how to live your life in order for you to be accepted and to live amongst people like that. But you failing to look at your own reality and your own life and seeing how you can make your own career from your own trends, from your own mind, and from your own life by doing it your way and by doing it the way that you see it. And this is where it gets into narcissism. Narcissists are the same way. They love pushing and pulling people, making you feel like you don't belong, making you feel like you shouldn't be there. But then when you least expect it, they're calling your name, they're calling your attention, they want you there. And then when they're done with you, they're pushing you away. And then by you liking the narcissist, knowing that they're not good for you, but by them charming you and by them pulling you in with that push and pull and the sweet talking and the hateful and stuff, it's got your mind confused and so wrapped up that you like, oh, well, I want to be like this person, want to be like that person. I'm glued into them. But you failing to realize the whole time that this person don't care about you. They don't like or love you, and they're only using you for their convenience. And that's why they keep pushing you away when they don't need you no more. And so that's pretty much what I want to say about the whole Birkin bag and the EBT comments and stuff because I'm like, these celebrities have got to understand why people drag them so much, especially with Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer acts like a child to me. It's like you made yourself look stupid more than once with the Trey Songz situation, talking about how she got raped or molested or whatever. But you did a whole video with Trey Songz, and Trey Songz even called you out on that. And then the whole August Alsina thing, you tried to open your mouth about the entanglement, and August Alsina said he curved you. That you was trying to talk to him, and he didn't even want you like that. And then now with the whole you know being with the white guy and kissing him, and I felt like that kiss was fake, and it was for attention, and she got the backlash that she deserved too. And now this is like cuckoo, and this is what I hate about black celebrities, especially right now. I felt like the black celebrities in the past had so much class, even though they was dead wrong. All the way from Rick James to Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson. When they did that mess or whatever, we caught them off guard with it. They didn't purposely go out being drunk and high and all this kind of stuff for publicity and stunts. Even when they got asked about it in interviews, they denied it. I'm not talking about that. Ask my publicist or whatever. But it's like y'all black celebrities are choosing to be stupid for no reason, and it's all for clout. And I'm like, what? Y'all already got the fame and already got the attention and stuff that you want. So why do you feel the need to look stupid, getting dragged and getting hurt and getting chewed up and spit out? All for nothing. And instead of it making y'all more famous, is really making people not like y'all. Because I feel like every time y'all opens y'all's mouths to say something stupid again, it's just another peg hitting below. Okay, I don't like them no more. I really don't like them. Or I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. And we done with you. So it's like, what's the whole point of y'all doing this stuff for clout when everything that y'all do, and y'all know y'all doing it on the internet, and people like to pull up receipts and dig up stuff out of trash anyway when y'all do stuff. So what's the point of y'all doing this? And y'all know that a rap sheet has been made, is gonna be brought back up on y'all when y'all trying to do good and trying to erase that. Like I don't understand it with black people especially, and it's like, and I don't want to make this. I don't care how people perceive it, because that's another thing I'm getting tired of. Black people want to be so sensitive about when somebody say black people do this, black people that, like they're not black. we being real on this channel and we being honest. Black people are not the most perfect people on the world. And I'm not saying that whites and Hispanics and Asians are better than us because they got their own ish going on too in their community. But since I'm black, I listen to black music, I watch black people, black content, and I love being black. I won't say something about it because I see it with my black celebrities that are doing stuff based off of the things I see in our community. I don't understand what's wrong with black people nowadays, why we seem to be the only race. And to an extent, we kind of are where we know better, but we won't do better. And we still just want to do stuff based off of, oh, I need to get attention. Oh, I need to get clout. Oh, I need to get what's mine and all that. Yeah, every other race, they do it too. But I feel like as a people, who are one of the most culturally appropriated people in the world. Now, let's say that, where people are copying us, they're stealing stuff from our culture, they're ripping it up and tearing it up and making it as their own, like we never existed. And we out here rushing to other people doing this and doing that. Like we need them when in actuality they need us in order to keep them famous. Look at the Kardashians. The Kardashians, I said Kardashians. Well, they pretty much been cashing in on their name. But the Kardashians made money off of the backs of blacks just like this country has. It still ain't paid us nothing. And every time when they do give us clout, it's in the form of embarrassment. So I that's all I'm going to say for this video. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, leave a comment in the comment section, and have a good day.